Hello, BookTube. Believe it or not, even though it feels like just a few days, I think it might be time for another Q&A. It looks to me like this channel is going to reach 12,000 subscribers and that it's going to do so this week. I don't understand that any more than I understood 11,000 subscribers or 10,000 or 9,000 or 8,000. Nevertheless, it looks like it's going to happen. Unless a lot of you come to your senses. So just on the chance, I thought it was worth a gamble anyway, just on the chance that that actually does happen this week, I thought we could let questions accumulate during the course of the week for a Q&A on the weekend. And then, the sensible part of my brain said, well, how do you know that? You don't know that you're going to gain those extra 5 subscribers. It might not happen. And the number might start going down instead of up. And then I thought, well, it's been a long time since we did a Q&A anyway, and you all seem to like them. You have an endless number of questions, and they're all really good, really interesting. So I figured it would work either way. So I think this might be a 12K Q&A. That is mind-boggling to me, mind-boggling. But even if it's not, it'll be a 12K question mark Q&A. So I thought I would invite questions that I just let accumulate in the course of the week, and then I'll answer them on the weekend. So it'll be the same thing as always. If you have a question for 12K Q&A, do not email it to me. If you email it to me and say, could you answer this when you get around to it, I will say in my mind, oh yeah, that's a good question, I certainly will, and then I'll forget about it. I get hundreds of emails a day. Instead, leave your question here. In the comments field of this video, leave your question. And the usual other, informal guidelines, don't pontificate. Your question is not an opportunity for you to lecture me about anything. Most of you wouldn't do that. The same thing is true with another guiding spirit of these questions would be, don't be a jerk, but you aren't. So I don't know why I keep saying that. It almost never happens. But also brevity might be good. A hugely involved discussion question is not the place for a Q&A. Is not the place for me to dig into something like that. So if you say, what's your unified field theory of the semiotics of Derrida? I'm not going to be, even if I cared, I wouldn't be able to do it in the course of a Q&A. And maybe don't abuse the privilege by using 10 questions, 10 questions all by yourself so that the whole of one video is you. But generally speaking, those guidelines have been followed anyway. I hardly need to say them. This is just a fun thing. I love doing it. I would have thought you people would have run out of questions many thousands of videos ago, but apparently not. So I'm just going to put this out here just in case. If you don't have any questions, or if we don't reach any kind of milestone, we can just forget about it. But if not, I wanted a place for them to be accumulating. So if you have questions for 12K or not, 12K question mark, then leave them here. And I will rant about them on the weekend. Thank you, BookTube.